Hello and welcome to Space Engineers. So this is going to be episode 3 of Can I Survive, my Space Engineers series. Oh yeah, I'm Zulu Risti. Almost forgot to add that. But yeah, so if you've been following along with episode 1 and 2, and don't worry if you haven't, the links will be in the description if you'd like to go back and watch them. Yeah, so far we've got our starting base. I don't want to say main base, but starting base done. So we've got our cargo container, basic refinery, basic assembler, and 2 wind turbines going at the top there as well. Now yeah, if you did miss in episode 2, we did have our starting rover. So one of the mods that are in this series, it replaces the drop pod with a rover, so you can actually drive about and find a place that you'd like to settle down. But yeah, unfortunately we lost that. I'm still not sure why. But yeah, so this is our new rover. So it's nothing fancy. It's just got yeah, basically all the bits and bobs that you need. So it's got cargo storage, it's got batteries, connector, ore detector, antenna, and today we're going to be sticking some drills on. Yeah, because at the end of episode 2, I was supposed to do that when I built this, and yeah. But yeah, so if you did want to see me build this, that's in episode 2. So yeah, so for now, I think what we're going to do is we're going to bring up our toolbar, and I'm going to get the drills going. So let's just add that onto there, and I believe that we'll have the parts for this as well. So if I alt right click, that's in. If I right click, yeah, so I've got 1 drill, 2 drills. So I haven't got enough of all 3, because I'm going to place them just like this. It's nice and easy, just at the front there. And yeah, so let's get these welded up, and then we're going to go and do some mining. Alright, there we go. So we've got our drills welded up, and right, let's go and figure out what we actually need for the moment. And actually, before I go, I'm going to make a little connector for this, so then I can actually drive onto it and connect. Otherwise I'm just going to... Actually no, I'll do that later. I mean, I don't need to do that right now. We've got 1 day's worth of about an hour or so worth of power, maybe even a little bit more. But yeah, so I think we're gonna go out for our first mine. First of all, I do need to edit this a little bit. Let's edit the toolbar. So the first one is connector, switch lock, and then the drill. Got lights, cockpit. Yep, I'm also going to want them front wheels as well, so I'm not sure if I grouped them last time. Let's have a little look. No, I didn't. Right, so that's frustrating, but at least we've only got to look to see which ones are steering. So left 5 and right 4. Right, sweet. So we can do front wheels just there. Now the reason I want that is then now when I go into my G menu and go to groups, I can choose front wheels, and I can do increase height offset or decrease. So basically what that is then going to make me, well, allow me to do is this, so that I can adjust the drills at the front so they can go higher, lower, or however I like them. But yeah, before we set off though,
Fuel critical.
I'm going to get one of these wheels finished. For some reason one of them doesn't seem to be complete. They all seem to be... Ah, there we go. Just needed finishing welding. Let's make sure they are all done properly. There we are. I won't bother with the bottom pallet. But anyway, so let's go and get some iron and nickel. Let's have a look. Yep, iron and nickel. We'll go down that way. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. That was strange. It's like it didn't want to move. Right, let's actually set. Oh, put brake on using 5, and then let's change these wheels. Let's just get them all the same again, just because I did change them. Right, strength, set that to 35. Steering angle, let's change that to 25. Height offset, let's put that on max, and yeah. Alright, so there we are then. So hopefully it shouldn't be bumpy. That's much better. Alright then, sweet. So yeah, we're gonna go over here. And well, first of all, I'm gonna see what this is over here. Magnesium. So let's get some of this magnesium then, and I'll show you why I wanted to be able to change the height of my wheels. Basically, if I was like that, then I'd be drilling down, whereas if I'm like this, I'll be drilling in a straight line, or attempting to anyway. As you can see, it does dip down a little bit, but it stops me from drilling straight down essentially. Right, let's try and get as much of this as possible. So where's our weight now on here? Oh, right, so it's on our left. So we're at 63,000 kilograms, 66, and I think... Right, so 66 is our maximum. And it's always good to keep an eye on your vehicle weight as well, which is in the bottom left corner for me, but normally is on the right side. Because yeah, there's nothing on here to show the capacity of your storage, so I just find that's a lot easier just to use. Obviously you can get some scripts, and I'll probably add some into this at some point, but yeah, so we're gonna get this back then, and then we're gonna go mine some iron as well, and at some point I'm gonna need to get some turrets on here, because of the assertive, I'm not sure what it's called, assertive colony or something, I don't know. Anyway, it adds in NPCs and NPC flying ships. So yeah, so if they come over here, start shooting, yeah, I think all of this will be gone very quickly. Right, so let's get all this out. Oh, there's components in here as well. And the best thing is, because we have easy inventory, just alt right click, which is brilliant. And alt right click again. Storage full already? No way. Right, so we've got a lot of iron and that there. Refinery. So that refinery is really starting to struggle at the moment. So I think, right, before we go mining then, what I'm going to do is I am going to because I want to build my base up there, so on the hill, on the other side of this cliff. So I think we're gonna start building the foundations for that. So, oh no, right, yeah. So I think I'm gonna start building the foundations for that before I do anything else. Come on, I know that you got storage for this. Oh, there we go. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go up there and get the start of the base built, and then we can get a refinery put down as well. Alright, so let's just change our strength on these to 25, and perfect. Just and then we still get some bounciness, as you can see there. Right, so yeah, let's head up there now. And and get the foundations set out exactly how we'd like them. The last time I went up here, it wasn't it wasn't exactly very good. I lost my survival kit, and yeah. Well, yeah, if you want to know more about that, it's in episode 2. Oh, struggling to get up here a little bit at the moment. Can we do it? Alright, let's see if I can... Let's see what happens when I turn up the friction. Put that higher, put the power 75. Alright, let's see now then. Oh, we got caught there. Can we do it? Also, if you didn't know, if you hold down X and then let go, your vehicle will jump. Which is pretty cool. Doesn't look like... Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. Yep, yep, we're getting up, we're getting up. Almost there now. Last little bit. Oh no, don't tell me that we're stuck. Yep, yep. No, why am I going backwards? I do that, yeah. Oh, almost. Just got those last wheels to get up and over. Try to go back a bit. No, by the looks of it, we are completely stuck. We're definitely going to have to work on this a little bit. I mean, if I can mine this out over here, it wouldn't be that bad, to be honest. So let's see. Right, first of all, let's put on my handbrake, and then what I'm going to do with the wheels is I'm going to lower the height offset to 10, and then increase the front wheels, and let's go. When the friction goes up, is that... Let's try to see what happens when the friction's low. Actually high. So that's really strange, because otherwise it will keep rolling. But anyway, so let's get up here then. So yeah, as you can see now, it's not quite doing the yeah, it's not. Yeah, so as you can see now, when I mine or drill, it's not drilling such a big hole beneath the wheels. So that's going to be good for getting up the hills. Otherwise, I'll end up going a different direction, basically. So every now and again, I'm just going to drill a bit. There we are. Right, but that doesn't seem to be working because it's just drilling straight into the side of the mountain. So let's leave that before it gets too damaged. I think we're just gonna have to leave it. Right, so I'm gonna build another storage container then up here, or a cargo container. Let's get some light armor blocks and medium cargo container, and let's bring this out and put our medium cargo container down as well. Yeah, because we clearly need more storage, so yeah, let's get that now. So yeah, I'm gonna get some more cargo containers being made. Problem is, where am I gonna put all of this? As you can see, there isn't actually any room at all. So let's see if any of this is gonna come in handy. Probably will. So let's... Oh, look at that. So now we just need metal grids, small steel tube, motor and display. Yep. Motor and display. Don't need computers. Need small tubes. Perfect. So it's making all that now. So we want display, small tubes, and motors. There we are. Oh, and metal grids as well. There we are. Perfect. Alright, so now that we've got that one, then we're just going to carry on mining. Let's get as much out of there. Alright, so let's get all this magnesium first. Alright, then we can just get the stone now. I'm just gonna make sure. Well, I'm gonna see what's on the refinery. So we got. Right, let's put the stone in front. Have some magnesium going as well, because we got more than enough iron at the moment. And let's get the rest of the stone out of here. And almost done. Oh, it's full already. Bloody hell. Full. Right, Right, so I feel like we've got quite a lot of minerals at the moment. So we've got a lot of iron, nickel, magnesium. We've got some stone as well, but we've got cobalt, silicon, as well as... No, that's all we got. So we got cobalt, silicon, ingot, iron, nickel and magnesium. So I think we're going to start building our base. So for starters, I'm going to need some... Ooh, I'm going to need some ice at some point for hydrogen. Not unless I can make it with a vent. No, because that'll be for oxygen. Right, anyway, so... Right, I'm just going to take a moment to figure out what it is that we're going to be doing next. Right, so I've decided what I'm going to do is we are going to move up to the new base location. So we're going to move all of this and the car, and we're going to have to try and get up that hill. So yeah, so it's going to be a bit difficult. Especially because when we grind this down, instead of giving us the components that we use to build it, it's going to give us scrap, which then gives us less ingots back. So for starters, I am going to have to try and clear a path for this. If I can drive up there, then that would be a lot better. It would make it a lot easier and a lot quicker. So I need to try and find a suitable route that I can take, or make one potentially. Right, so getting up that hill so far has not been very easy at all, or whatsoever. So I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna head back to base, and we're gonna get some thrusters on here. No, we are about to build our first flying ship. So I am going to build a transporter, I think. So something that I can detach this from the world itself. So if I break all of these off and detach this entire system of these 4 blocks here, I won't worry about the wind turbines. I can just rebuild them. Oh wow, that is very close. An intruder. Wow, so close I can actually see it. That looks pretty cool though. But yeah, so my first flying ship is going to be a transporter. So basically I want it to be able to pick all of this up and move it over. Or actually, I think, yeah, I'm going to make a transport slash cargo ship. So for this we are going to need a light armor block. I'm going to need, let's just replace that with landing gear. And then light armor block. We're also going to need a cockpit, batteries, and higher thrusters, atmospheric thrusters. So as you can see here as well, we got some new ones. So these, I believe, are all from the latest update. I can't remember what it's called. I'll have it in the top left somewhere. But yeah, I might be wrong. These might be from a mod. I'll find out anyway and put it in the top left. And yeah, right, so then we are going to build this. Now I'm probably going to, right, so all the bits that I'm speaking, I'm going to sort of slow it down. But anything where it's just me being quiet and building, I'll try and speed it up, so then you can still see what's going on. But yeah, obviously it's not so boring. Right, so we're gonna, first of all, I'm gonna move this, just so then I can actually see what it is that I'm doing. And I'm going to put that there. So there we are.
Fuel critical.
Just so that I can actually see what I'm doing with these blocks. And right, so I think I'm gonna start this. Let's put it there. And that's not at all what I wanted. Right, let's put that there, and then put that on top. And let's angle it like that. Right, yeah, so we start there. And it's going to be even more frustrating because I can't actually fly because I have no hydrogen. And there's no ice around here. The only ice that I did have was on my original. But anyway, so let's... Oh, this is going to be extremely difficult without a jetpack, I think. Yeah, I'm going to build this out. Just then I can get above it a bit. Right, so let's, and if I can put, yeah, I think if I can do that, just there. Not what I wanted. Right, so I'm going to start with the cockpit and I'm going to use the industrial. So let's actually turn that around that way and I'll build backwards. So yeah, so I'm going to use the industrial cockpit because I like this design idea here. So I'm going to build a conveyor system. Right, let's get rid of the cockpit because we've got that down now. So I'm going to want a H2O2 gen. Just basically as a converter. But with the, what's it called? With the industrial cockpit, you'll notice these two squares at the top. So that's because they're where the connectors are. So when we look on here, they're in the middle, but on the industrial cockpit, they are on the top row of blocks, which is handy because that's going to fit the design. So we've got that down, let's remove that. So I'm going to want some cargo, so I'm going to want small cargo containers, I think. No, let's go medium. So let's, right, actually let's get some interior plates. And they are right there. Apparently I can't fit anymore. Right, let's get rid of that. Put some interior plates there, yep, perfect. So I'm gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think 4 will be enough for now. Or will it? No, let's go with 5. So I'm gonna put 5 on there. Yeah. Yeah, so 5 with the center being here, which is going to have a landing gear, just like that. So then I can pick things up. Yeah, along the sides, I'm gonna put some batteries. So let's put them like that. I'm gonna have 5 batteries either side as well. Yeah, let's get this like this, a bit easier. How was it? So it was like that. Just there. And then right, so that is basically the entire ship. Right, so let's get a connector on the back. Right, let's just get rid of all this at the bottom. So I want the connector on the back. So let's get that there. But then I'm also going to want. No, that would be. Yeah, that would be fine like that. So let's get the Atmo thrusters. There we go. So, right, first of all, I'm going to try and dump whatever I've got in here. Apparently, storage full. Right, H2, no. This drill is not full, so we can stick a load in there. Perfect. Now, let's see if I can drop them all in there. Yeah, perfect. So let's get some Atmo thrusters going in there. And I'm going to put 1, 2. That is on the last one, isn't it? Yeah, so 1, 2. 3, 3, 4. Right, so that should be perfect height wise. Yep. Yeah, so they're gonna go there. But then of course we're gonna need them either side. So I'm gonna put those right here. Actually, let's go here. So I'm gonna put 1, 2, 1, 2. Actually, let's go 6 on either side in the middle, just like that. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So that's our left and right, and up and down. We don't need thrusters to push us down, but now we are going to need forwards and backwards. So I think let's put some small thrusters for backwards. I'm gonna put those along here. So I'm gonna go for 6 of these, I think. No, I'm gonna go 4 either side, and then put large ones on the back. So I'm gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 in the middle, and then on the back I'm gonna put these down. Right, 1, 2, just like that. So that's not a bad little ship, to be honest. That could be a mining ship, that could be anything at that moment. But yeah, so now it's going to be mostly welding. So yeah, I think I'm going to skip as much of this as possible. If not, I'll try and put it into a bit of a time lapse. So I'll see you when this is all welded up. Right then, so we got most of the basic shell done. Just need to complete the cockpit as well. So I'll put that into production. But yeah, so it's coming together pretty well. I'm going to put an antenna and probably an ore detector on it as well. I mean, this isn't going to be for mining, but I mean, there's a high chance it might be converted into a miner. But for right now, I just need a transporter to transport all of this. So yeah, so hopefully this is going to be enough for us. I mean, 4 of them should be more than enough. 4 large thrusters, that is. If not, I've got space in between to add another one on either side. Anyway, but yeah, so I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave the assembler. Yeah, the assembler. Yeah, the assembler to production, just to get the rest of these parts done. And I think I'm probably gonna skip to the end of where this is all welded up. So I will see you in a sec. Because we have titanite, which is iron and nickel. Yeah, it seems to be bring us iron very slowly, so it's bringing all of our production basically to a stop. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the miner and I'm going to go and get some more iron. There we go, so it's straight into a refinery, and there we go, look at that. So that's producing much quicker than what that other stuff was. So, and we've got a lot of it. Right, so we've got a bit of a problem. So we're running out of minerals already. So let me just try get some more stone in the refinery. So yeah, so what we're missing at the moment is nickel, cobalt and silicone, which is a big problem because that is basically all we need to finish off this transport ship. So I'm gonna start driving around for a little bit, see if there's any other ores that we can pick up around the area, and yeah, do some more mining, and then we should be done. Right, so I want to get some Gatling turrets on here, just in case anybody does decide to sneak up on us. But first of all, I'm going to need to build the assembler. So this is the full version. So let's get this down here. Let's make sure that it can actually be connected first. No point making it if I can't actually use it. So yeah, let's put it like that. There we are, look at that. Perfect, so we've got our assembler built now. And now, this means that if I put this into cooperative mode, it's going to start building what the basic assembler has. So basic assembler is going to pass it over to the normal assembler. So power, not enough power. Max required input 560 kilowatts. Okay, so that's because we've got our refinery, basically everything all on at the same time. So I think time for another wind turbine. Oh, of course, I can't even get up there, can I? Let's see how high this is going to get me. Right, let's build a little walkway up to there. Oh no. Right, so there we go. And then if I put it there, should be alright. So really what we need is just the girders, which is good. And there we go, look at that. So we've got a wind turbine going as well. So that's brilliant. And perfect. So let's get rid of all of this. We don't need that anymore. So now we've got a third wind turbine going, and that means that we'll be able to have everything all running at the same time, which is brilliant because I've cleared this off. So I'm going to make the assembler the cooperative one. Yeah, because then we can start it in a basic assembler if we need anything else, and we can move it around in the assembler. So we want some bulletproof glass. So actually, right, so what do we want? So we want four gyroscopes. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's that going to? Right, perfect. So that's going to the basic assembler. That's not what I wanted. So instead of doing the small grid, it's done the large grid. That's not what I want. So I want that, yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to assume that's doing the smaller version now. Yep, perfect. And then I also want basically a load of motors. Let's get those going. So I don't know, let's say 300 motors. We can get a couple hundred of those as well. Now, what is the problem? What do we need? We need silicone by the looks of it. Possibly. So let's go like that. Do I have any more silicone? Yes, I do. Look at that. So let's move the refinery over. Get some more silicone going. And perfect. I'm a little unsure why this isn't going though. It only needs iron. So let's have a look there. So we haven't got a lot in the basic assembler. Basically we've run out of iron. So let's get some iron going as well. And there we are. Our production is back and working. yeah, so I'm going to leave that to run, let it get the rest of the components done, and yeah, this is so far looking pretty good. But yeah, so we're going to try and get our gun on the top, or our turret. Oh, actually, I should be able to do that now. So now, let's see where that is. Yeah, so we want a Gatling turret, not an interior turret. I believe Gatling, no, not Gatling, yeah. But, yeah, the interior turret can't go on the small grid. So yeah, as you can see, the Gatling turret can. So yeah, so that's really, really handy. So I'm going to put one just there at the back. Yeah, yeah. So I'm going to have one there at the back, and then I'm also going to have one there at the front. Think that's all lined up properly. Nope. But let's change that then. So I want that there. Perfect. So we've got two turrets on the top, so they'll be able to protect us if need be. And let's get these welded. So small steel tubes, got some there. Is that enough? Yep, perfect. Look at that. So we've got two of our Gatling guns, Gatling turrets on top of here now. So that's going to be perfect, because that's actually going to do some decent protection. And as you can see, that scuttler is very close at the moment. So I don't know if it's going to come down here or not, but let's get some ammo going anyway. Oh, what ammo does it take? I think it's the NATO ammo container, maybe? Let's get 1,000 of those going. Missing items. Magnesium powder. So how do I get magnesium powder? Oh, magnesium, of course. So I need magnesium for that. So let's get some magnesium on production. Magnesium powder. How do I get magnesium powder? Right. So yeah, so I'm gonna need magnesium powder. I also need more nickel as well. Oh, this is really struggling to keep everything up at the moment. Right, so let's just get this done first. Where is that guy? Right, he's going away anyway. So yeah, but if they get close enough and they pick up that I'm down here, any of these ships, if they pick it up, then yeah, I'm screwed basically. And really, I shouldn't have. Let's actually turn off broadcast, because if they pick up my broadcast signal, then they know I'm here and they're gonna come down here. And that's with guns as well. So let's make sure that's off as well. Yep. Alright, so let's get carrying on with these motors. So got some more in there, got some bulletproof glass as well. I can't remember what that was for, but yeah. So I'm gonna carry on welding up again, and then I'll cut to when it's done. So what I'm gonna do here, so we've got our rear connector, which is connected to our central cargo, and then I'm breaking it off to go into our Gatling guns, Gatling turrets even, just because they won't be able to attach from the bottom. But here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a small conveyor sorter, and I'm going to face it to the turrets. This way, once I get it welded up, I'll be able to show you. Right, yeah, so I'm going to have this sorter pointing towards the turrets. But the reason because is when you go into the control panel and you find it, there we go, small conveyor sorter. You can go to drain all, but you can blacklist or whitelist. So I want to whitelist ammo, but I want to whitelist a certain ammo. I want the NATO magazine. No, the container even. So I want the NATO ammo containers to be whitelisted to go into these turrets. So I'm going to click on drain all, and there we are. So if I now get this NATO container and I pull it out, and I go to the go to the connector, and I place it into, let's say, right, I'm going to put it into the cockpit. Alright, so I'm going to transfer it over to the cockpit. Now it's gone, and it should, oh, there we are. So it's turned up into the other Gatling turret. So yes, this is a good and bad thing. It means that the turrets are going to be getting it, but annoyingly it's not going to disperse it nicely. So yeah, so it does seem to be working, and that's the general idea of it, and I will eventually find a way to make it only sort of share rather than one or the other. Just because from what I can figure out, it's going to pull it until the very end, so maybe that's why the first Gatling turret got it. But yeah, either way, it just means that we can automatically have it going from our inventory. So let's say we hooked up to the base, then it would automatically feed all of the ammo from the base into this ship. And then into the turrets, which is quite a handy solution. Definitely saves on some time. And yeah, right. Anyway, so we are very close to getting this done. Literally just a couple more turbines. Not turbines, but yeah, thrusters, and then we will be good to go. I think I'm gonna add a light on underneath as well, just to. Let's make those corner lights, I think. Yeah, so we use some corner lights underneath just to add a little bit extra, so then we can actually see as well. So I should be able to, there we are, so that's perfect. So if I put one there, and then one there, I can also have one.
Fuel critical.
No, I can't have one there. Right, so unfortunately I had a little problem with my recording, so I had to stop recording and then carry on recording, but unfortunately the recording itself, the file, ended up being corrupt. So yeah, so that's definitely not handy. So when we last left off, we were building our new transporter ship, and we have finished it. So we finished the lights, adding all the thrusters on. We've got our turrets on the top, as well as our landing gear on the bottom. So we are pretty much ready to move this over. So yeah, so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be getting rid of the wind turbine. We're going to build a base for it just up on top, well, behind that mountain, just there. And then we're going to be moving this whole piece using the landing gear there, and then we're going to weld it on when we get there. So without further ado, and actually, before we start, I'm going to put some more thrusters just in the middle here, just facing up, just to stop it from toppling over. There we are. Yep. So first off, let's dump everything. Do that again. Get some components just there, and I don't want this one, I want the other one, the larger ones. Right, so I'm just going to place one in the middle of each side, just like that. Now I don't think you need these. I mean, if you are trying to be cheap about it, especially on components, then you definitely don't need them. Although they do come in handy just for handling. So it just stops you from toppling over and things like that. Is it the motors that I need? Yeah, motors. How many do I need? I need another 50. 51. Right, so let's get those made. There, so what do we need? We need iron and nickel. So we've got some nickel. Let's see what's going on with our refinery. Oh right, okay. Yeah, so we've got quite a bit of nickel going. So we have still got some nickel. We're just unfortunately a bit low, so let's just transfer that over. Let's see if we have any more nickel to refine. Yep, we do. Let's pop that onto there because we have enough iron, apparently. Have a look. So we got 6 there. No. So what we need is the iron, basically. So let's transfer that in there. It's not the nickel that we needed; it was the iron. Right. So we can get those going. Actually, I'm going to get rid of the basic assembler. So let's grind this down. And then I can use the scrap to get more components. Seeing as we're not using it anymore and we've got our main assembler now. Let's just put that in there. Right, now I want the motors. Still got some more motors to go. Let's just get these in there now. There we are. How many more are there? Is that it? 8, 9, I think. Yeah, perfect. Right, so let's get this welded up and then we're gonna prep for transport. But yeah, so we got those there. So let's get this going then. So let's get our inertial dampeners on. Can't forget those. So I think I'm going to hook up just up here. So on top of the refinery. And let's try and get a bit fast there, but we still managed to do it. So we're on there now. So now what I should be able to do is get rid of these blocks here. And the whole ship should be able to lift all this. I hope. Right, so this is the moment of truth. Is it going to work? Yes. Look at that. Nope. So it seems like we're still trapped by a block somewhere. I'm not sure if that's that block there, maybe? Maybe it's still registering it. Let's convert it to a ship. Info, convert to ship. Whoa, 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 what are you doing? No, none of that, mate. None of that, none of that, none of that. No, 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 no. Don't destroy the ship. That's the last thing that I want. Right. So it's not actually just touched the ship, which is good. It's not touched our refinery or anything like that, which is also very good. So let's quickly get this over there before anything worse happens. So we want to be just up here on this ridge. So let's just stop right about here. I'm just gonna drop that. Let's go. Let's drop that there. Just gonna go plop this down. Just there. And then we're gonna plop this down just there as well. Turn our dampeners off.
Fuel critical.
And perfect. Woof. That was that was a close one. That could have taken out the ship. That could have destroyed the ship, to be honest. And yeah, that's taken us a long time to make. But anyway, can we still? Yep, sweet. So we can still access this, even though it hasn't got a power supply. But yeah, so I want to build our base just up there. Now I say base because I am literally just building a base. So let's get some steel plate. There we go. So yeah, so I want to build my base off of this. So let's start. Oh, and we got a transport courier over there. Oh, I think that's the same one from earlier. I think that's going away. Yeah, sweet. Right, so actually, let's start up here. So how high do I want this? I want this to be higher than this. So maybe let's go with that. So let's have it maybe come to here. So let's rotate that round just there. And I'm gonna plop that there. So let's carry this on down here maybe. This is gonna be difficult without the jetpack because I can't actually reach that. So let's bring it out to there. Then let's bring this down to there. Perfect. So I think actually that's probably a better height. So we can still fit like a car underneath. We might have to mine it out, but that'll be alright. So should we go there or there? Yeah, actually I think let's go here. And then maybe that for a second layer. Yeah, I think that sounds better. So let's put that in there. And then yep, perfect. Just there. Let's get rid of these and then oh, brilliant. Let's get that there, perfect. And then that there. That there, perfect. So I'm going to try and get rid of these now. Which I think is going to be impossible. So if I do that and then get up there, perfect. And then I can work my way backwards. There we go. Just there. So yeah, so that's going to be the height of our sort of platform, and then that will be our base at that height. So there, yeah. So I like having a bit of a difference, a bit of a height difference. Just adds a little bit of texture to the base. So let's build this across, and I think how many across do I want to go? So that is that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. So I think maybe another 2, and then we'll come down here. Just there, and then that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks out. So 1, 2, let me do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then down. Oh no, because I can't actually use my jetpack. I can't get underneath of it. Oh, for God's sake! Let's try and can I squeeze it under? No, Right, okay. So let's forget that for the moment then. And let's get this over here. Go to there. Perfect. Let's get rid of these on our way back.
Fuel critical.
Perfect. Let's bring that in a bit more. So there. Perfect. And in there. Oh, and I've trapped myself. Yep, there we are. Perfect, got out. There, perfect, so that line's all the way up. And then let's just fill all this in. And there we are, so we've got our platform done. I'm not going to do anything with that yet, I'm just going to leave that there, just sort of as a reminder. So, from here then, now I'm going to want the weld pad. So yeah, this is part of a mod, I can't remember which one it is. If I do remember by the time that I upload this, I'll drop a link in the description below if you do want to find out. So, but it's a handy mod though. Yeah, let's put that in there. Get some components, there we go. Weld pad. So really, you only need 2 weld pads. And basically what you do, it's just like a merge block, except without the bulkiness. So with a merge block, you would basically have a 2 block gap between whatever it is that you're putting together. So let's say you want this block here to connect with that block. Having a single block space wouldn't work. You'd have to have the 2 block space, or you can do it where you go upwards and it's technically 1 block space. But these weld pads, they remove that entirely. So if I put that, yeah, if I put that there, then whatever I put on top now is going to weld into this block space. So it's a direct connection. It's as though I put the block down there already. So yeah, so it's much nicer to use. Oh, I need to weld that up actually. Weld in the weld pad. But yeah, so it's quite nice, and you will see in a moment exactly how it works. So let's get into our ship. Turn dampeners on. Take the landing gear off as well. Right, so we haven't got long until that sun pretty much clears us of any light apart from our ship. So first of all, let's get connected here. So I want to try and line up with the refinery and the other blocks as well, just to make it a little bit easier. That's perfect. So if I drop down there and connect, and then if I raise that up, I'm just trying to think of the best way to do this. So yeah, if I come over here, just because I need to put the block down. No, I need to attach the block to the bottom, but also be able to get back into the ship. So that looks alright. Let's move over a bit closer to about there. Yeah, and then we can jump out.
Fuel critical.
Add our, no, we can't even add it because it's too low or too high even. Right, how much further down can we go from there? Right, then let's do that, yeah. Right, I should then be able to get into it.
Fuel
Yes,
critical.
perfect. So I put that block down left, didn't I? So I want that to connect to the middle block, I think. How many blocks have I got next to it? Oh, I got 2 blocks. Right, so I can put the refinery down. I mean, obviously this is only the basic refinery, so it's not going to be staying anyway. So let's put a weld pad there. Can I get to it? Maybe. No, brilliant. Right, so let's lower that down a bit more, just so then I can actually
Fuel
weld it.
critical.
Oh, that is very close, isn't it? Right, so weld pads. Get this welded up. There we go. Right then, so let's show you guys how this is done. So for starters, I'm gonna have to turn around. Oh no 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 no. Not at all what I wanted to go on there. Right, let's try and no. Right, okay, so that was no. So we have basically just lost the cockpit, so I can't even get back in there now. Oh no. Yeah, so we've lost our cockpit. We've also lost a storage container, which has basically just dropped everything everywhere. So we can't get back into this. Oh no. Where did it all go wrong? Where did it all go wrong? I don't understand how that's happened. It's literally just flipped over and then gone straight. Oh no. Right. Well, I think now is probably the best time, or the best moment anyway, to end this episode here. So next time when we come back, we're going to be fixing this, for starters, and then yeah, and then we're going to get some base building done. We're finally going to get our proper refinery and assembler all set up, as well as our solar tower. So we're going to be using Izzy's solar alignment, and we're going to be building a solar tower as well. But unfortunately, this is the end of the episode. So my name is Zulu Roosty, and if you've enjoyed this video so far, make sure to leave a thumbs up. If you want to see some more and make sure that you don't miss out on the next episode, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. So with shift right click, no assemblers found. This is an assembler. How do you mean no assembler found?